Hue saturation is an adjustment that personally I use quite often. I certainly find it to be one of the most useful ones in the whole collection of adjustment layers. I'm going to apply a hue adjustment saturation here to this one. Talk about these sliders just a little bit. Now the hue slider itself, I think, unless you're doing something really specific, and trying to like target a specific color and change it or whatever, this often it goes really far, extreme really quickly, as you can see, and that is often not all that useful. But the saturation slider, on the other hand, much more subtle and allows you to just bump up or down kind of the intensity of the image, either on the whole, everywhere, or bump up things and then hop in. And here I'll do an extreme example of this where I really make things saturated so you can see. But then, of course, within the mask, I can, start to paint things hiding. And I've got my flow turned way down here, but I could start to hide, parts of this saturation adjustment and just, let certain things become more saturated and other things more subtle, So here I'm just letting a few things kind of shine through. The other thing about hue saturation that can be useful is there is a lightness and darkness slider here, which is just kind of like brightness settings, but the colorize button here will allow you to give an image, essentially it turns it into a monochromatic image, and then you can use the hue slider to give it sort of an interesting color cast everywhere. And that can be fun to play with. So yeah, Hue Saturation Basics.